That was entertaining.
Yes, and now we are back at the Old Puppet Show. We have a special guest, Radio Parrot, up there. So how's it going, Radio?
Doing real good.
All right. So you keeping warm in there? Or keeping cool, I should say, because you're already warm. You already got plenty of warmth.
I've got the AC on, and it's still 78 degrees inside.
Wow, I don't know how you do it. I guess lots of practice. Lots of practice.
It gets better. You get used to it after a while.
I suppose so. Oh, there you are, Myrtle. Hi. Yeah, what? Hi. What? That's all you have to say after waxing my tail at Rocket League? That's all you have to say to me is hi? Well, if you got it, flood it. Myrtle, you're the slowest being on the planet. Not really. No, okay. Compared to Sleepy and Slippy, you're the third slowest being on the planet. Thank you. But in a car, I'm much faster. Yeah, I noticed that. Don't you like my skills? I've been practicing. I know you have. And whoever taught you how to play soccer? Oh, that was my favorite game growing up. Really? You played a lot of soccer? Yeah. Where'd you play soccer? Turtle High. Turtle High? Turtle High School. Let me guess. All turtles? Yep. Snapping turtles, ducks turtles, the spiky desert kind, and the aquatic kind. All turtles. And you learn how to play soccer there? Yep. How long does one typical game usually last between turtles? I want to know. Usually about 7 days. That's what I thought. A week. Yeah.
I was lucky to play bowling during high school.
They had bowling in high school?
They actually bused us during lunchtime to the bowling alley for our class.
Whoa. You guys were lucky. We didn't have anything like that. Of course, it would probably take a long time for us to take a ball and throw it down the lane. It probably would, yeah. Yeah. So I went out for soccer. We got pretty good, too. Our team was like the number 7 in the top percentile. Number 7, huh? Yeah. We got beaten out by the sloths. You got beaten by a bunch of sloths? It was a luck game that got them the win, but we were number 7. Well, that's good that you almost beat the sloths. Yeah, we had an advantage, but they got lucky. One of them fell off the goalpost and managed to get the ball into their goal. That's how they probably got lucky. Yeah. So how did you get... Wait a minute, why am I interviewing you? We're supposed to be interviewing our guest. Oh, yeah, well, I'd just say it was a good game nonetheless. Yeah, well, I'm not going to play you anymore in Rocket League. Oh, come on, it was so much fun blocking all of your kicks. Yeah, thanks. You just think about that when it comes time for Christmas. So anyway, we have Radio Parrot as our special guest, and we've been asking him some questions about his involvement with the fandom, the fursuiting, and also the cons he's been to. Now let's get into some questions about his collection in general, namely the radios. When Bounce did you start getting a flair for collecting radios?
It started when I first got my first little transistor radio at a yard sale. And
I love yard sales.
And at the time, there was a radio station playing 20s music in the 70s. And that's how I got hooked on the music and on radios at that time.
Well, so what a time to get hooked. Yeah, I'll say. And so ever since then, you've been collecting radios ever since then, or?
My real collection started in 1980 when I bought a large console Motorola with a 21-inch TV from 1962, and it had stereo FM, which is the first time they had broadcast FM stereo. So it's the one of the first stereo receivers.
Oh, do you still have it?
I still have it. It's being used as my LCD stand, I guess you could say, right now.
Well, so that's been in your collection a long time. since the 80s. So then it progressed from there to like, oh, here's a nice radio, I'll take that up. And next thing you know, you find more radios at more places. Where do you go to find your radios?
I go to Hamfest. My dad took me in the early 80s to my first Hamfest. And I've been going there ever since then.
Hamfest? That sounds like something Floyd would go to.
Yeah, no, not Hamfest. Hamfest as in amateur radio.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it now. Of course, Floyd's not going to go there.
I got my first radio for free there, and it is my favorite radio to this day.
Is it really?
Yep.
Wow. So
you want to see it?
I'd love to see it.
All right, I haven't posted it on my site yet.
Oh, wow, look at that. Looks very, it looks very decent, and it looks cool, too, at the same time. And
Yeah,
so, like, do you get, like, lots of stations on that?
Not very many stations, but it was made in 1958.
Wow, that's like an antique.
And for a transistor radio, this one was made in New Jersey, United States.
New Jersey, I never did there before, but I heard they did great radios.
Yeah, and most transistor radios are made in Japan, the old ones anyway.
Yeah, made in Japan. Who knew? New Jersey would actually make decent radios. Do they have a little Japan in the New Jersey?
I don't know, but I know that there's a Chinatown in New York.
Ooh, Chinatown's good.
So, but anyway, so how many radios do you think you have in your collection to this date?
That's a good question.
I say I have over 100 at least.
Wow, you must have a big house for all of those.
Yeah, most rooms are filled in the house.
Well, so what happens when guests come over? Do you have to, like, sleep on a giant radio or something?
No, nothing like that. I've got pull-out hide-a-beds and regular beds, too.
Oh, well, that's good. At least you don't, like, try to dig a bed out of the big radios you got. That would be kind of uncomfortable, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
My friend wanted to make a bed out of a pinball machine, actually.
Can you actually do that?
I don't know. That's kind of interesting. A bed out of a pinball machine.
Yeah.
I think he was just kidding, though.
Yeah, well, because it's kind of difficult to sleep while you're going dancing around and being flipped around like a pinball. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, stop it, I'm trying to sleep. I guess, though, it's easier to do that when you're a turtle because your shell goes all over the place.
Well, just be thankful you don't sleep in a pinball machine.
Oh, yes. I sleep in a nice, comfortable, cozy little box.
That's good, as long as it's comfortable.
Oh, it's very comfortable. I put blankets and a pillow, and sometimes my little teddy bear gets to sleep with me in there, and it gets cozy. And
you got a teddy bear?
I had it since I was a kid.
A turtle cuddling a teddy? Actually, that sounds kind of cute.
Yeah, it could be.
I've still got my koala bear from when I was a kid.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, see, a lot of us hang on to our childhood memories.
Well, I've got memories, too. I just don't really have any physical memories.
Oh, what's happened? Did they burn down in a fire?
No, I don't know what happened to them. I ended up moving around a lot, and a lot of stuff gets lost, and things get misplaced, but, the more important thing is that the memories of having them are still alive in my mind.
Yeah, I'll be thinking about you all and holding my favorite stuffed bear, and I'm sure he'll do that the same thing when he's holding his koala. And then poor Sonic Blue doesn't have anything.
Why do I need anything? I got you guys.
Oh, you're making me blush.
Believe me, there's plenty of you puppets to keep me company that I don't even have to think about stuff like that because it's a madhouse.
Is that good?
Well, it's good in the ways of entertainment.
True. So, so tell me something. Being very well versed in the department of radios, I suppose you get to learn how to repair them if one gets broken.
Yes,
are you really good at repairing radios?
I say I've got more than the average technician experience.
That's good. And is there any that you fixed yourself?
What's that?
Do you have any radios that you actually fixed yourself?
Oh, many of my radios have been fixed by me.
Wow. So I guess you would have to have a flare in order to get the ones that don't work to work properly again.
Yeah, when I was very young, I used to take old antique radios and different things apart, but I didn't know how to put them back together, so that was a problem back then.
Oh, yeah. We used to have a character on the old haunted show that did the same thing. Hey, Wolf Dog, remember George? Wolf Dog, remember George?
I do remember George, actually.
Yeah, do you remember how he used to take things apart and forget how to put it back together?
Oh, yeah. Actually,
that was funny.
Yeah, I had to think about that one for a minute. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I actually have.
Yeah. So we used to have a character that did that all the time. And there used to be, like, broken parts everywhere, and little tiny screws, and different parts for televisions, and VCRs, and DVD players, and radios, and cassette players, and all those parts strung all over the floor. You had to watch your step because they'd get in your feet real dead.
Yeah, he never did pick up after himself, did he?
No. But, no, that's good that you know how to repair radios. Has anybody come to you to ask to repair their radios?
Yes, every now and then they do.
Oh. And so, at least you know how to fix it, or at least how to diagnose the problem.
Yes, I've helped my sister, my brother, quite a few times.
That's good of you to do that.
Sorry, I was taking an inhalation of vapor there.
Yeah, that kind of like affected your studs. We share the same voice, you know.
Yeah, I know that. You don't have to remind everybody.
Actually, Delia's had a question. For Radio Parrot. If you were into amateur radio / ham radio.
I do collect some ham radios. I never did get my radio operator license, though. I'm just a listener and a attender at ham fests, but I do have a number of ham radios.
That's good. So they're in the shape of pigs?
No. Ham radio, amateur radios.
You see that? Yeah. Oh, right. I get it. Sorry.
Right. It's okay. It's understandable. You're not familiar with the ham radio scene. That's all right. You know, when you think ham, you think Floyd and you think pigs, and you know. But no, that's not the type of radio it is.
I do have one that I'm working on right now. If you want to see it.
Oh, sure.
All right.
A Parrot repairing radios. That's an interesting thing to see.
This would be really interesting.
Yeah. But I guess, though, he's really careful with the wires. He, like, picks at it with his beak to make sure that it doesn't get all scrambled in there. So I guess it could be used very careful. Look at that. That looks like an old radio.
It is an old radio. That's a nice-looking radio.
Yeah,
it is.
Factor Sky Buddy.
Wow. Now that looks like
that's
a
a 1979 radio.
That looks too cool. Oh, is that what it looks like underneath?
Yeah.
Whoa, there's a lot of wires and like other parts in there, huh?
Yeah.
My goodness, how can you tell what wire goes to what part?
You got to have a schematic.
Oh, like a net.
Yeah, it's like a map. Yeah, it's like a map of where point A goes to point Z. You know, you gotta really know what what you're working with there. And you can use your deke to get around the wires. Yeah, an extent. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Ooh, what's all that?
That's the tubes.
Tubes? I thought only TV sets had tubes.
No, radios have them too. Yeah, radios had the tubes and the diodes and the cathodes and all that stuff. Yeah.
I've already put some capacitors in this, but it needs more work to get it ready.
Oh. Well, I'm sure that after working so hard at it, I'm sure you'll get it working before you know it.
Yeah.
That definitely does look like a fine radio, though.
Yeah, how much did that one cost?
That one, I believe, was $15.
That's good. And how much are those worth?
If I totally restored it, it'd probably be worth about $150.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it sure is. $150 from a $15 purchase. That's a pretty good chunk of change.
That all depends on how much money he puts into the repairs.
That is true. That is too true. But so radios, repairing radios, that has been a love of yours for a long time. Then I can imagine.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I went directly from high school to media repair servicing in community college.
Oh, wow. So you have a degree in something like this.
Yeah.
That is too cool. And you know what they say, if you want to get good at something, it takes lots of practice and an education.
That's right. It sure does.
That's right. Yeah, and that's living proof that it could work.
Huh?
Oh, he's talking to somebody else. I thought he was talking to us.
But no, anyway, so yeah, it seems like you got a really extensive collection. What would you say in the way of uniqueness? Because radios come in all different shapes, all different sizes, and a lot of them, the antique radios, they look like antique radios, the big box radios. But do you have any that are like unusual, like the unusual shaped radios, or anything of like maybe a novelty nature?
Oh, he's going to show you.
There you go. There's the Garfield one. Wow, that's a radio, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like a keychain.
That's from 1983.
Wow. That was when Garfield was on top of the world.
Oh, and there's the controls. So I see the dial. Yeah.
And so there's like a lanyard, too, that goes around your neck, doesn't it?
And there's an Odie keychain on it, too.
Yeah. Oh, isn't that cute? I see it now. Look at that. Wow. So he has one in the shape of Garfield.
Yeah, and I see a Smurf head in the back. Is that another radio?
Yeah.
How did you know?
I don't know. I just took a guess.
That kind of reminds me of the Garfield one. Look, it's got a strap and everything.
Might even be made by the same maker. Who knows?
Yep, there's the controls. Whoa.
And the mouth is the speaker.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, it is kind of funny, because like the sound is coming out of their mouth. It's like them singing or speaking or whatever.
Yeah. Well, the radio announcer doesn't go, I smurf this or I smurf that. Ooh, he's got a car.
Ooh, those are nice.
Wow. That looks good. Is that a radio, too?
Yep, that's a Stutz Bearcat.
Wow, so that's like a model car and a radio.
Yeah, who knew?
The tire is the tuning, and the little spoke in the middle is the on and off in volume.
Now, when you first saw that, did you ever for once think that was a radio?
Yeah.
You did? Wow. If I saw that, I would have said, that's a car.
I found these at a pawn shop. I found about 4 of these all together in a pawn shop.
Wow. So you can find a lot of good stuff there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to that. Just hear a lot of static.
Yeah.
That's what you'll pick up most of the time is static. But so like I mean I guess if you were in an area where there was good reception, you'd at least pick something up on that. I'm sure.
Yeah. And this was made about the same time I was, late 60s.
Oh wow! Look at that. So it's like more closer to your age, huh?
1968.
Wow, so that's kind of like a special radio.
Yeah, I guess it has some sentiment to it.
Well, I would think all those radios had sentimental value. It's his personal collection. It's like his friends.
Well, I don't know if you can say. Oh, he's got a Coke radio. Yes, I've seen those before.
And he actually has one.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you had one of those?
Sometimes, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's good that he's got one.
Yeah. And does that actually work too?
I don't have a battery in this one, but it does work.
Well, so you could have a Coke, a Smile, and a tune.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, the other day you showed me a radio that was also a plush toy. Do you still have that one handy?
Yeah.
Oh, does he really? Oh, I'd like to see that. I'm really amazed. Oh, look at that. Well, and who nicks that?
That's a radio pet.
Radio Tets.
Let's see. If I can figure out who made it.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Just the way that you can make different style radios. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it
Not
sure
sure who
is.
the manufacturer was, but it's called a radio pet.
Radio Pet.
Yep,
So does that mean that if I get like a radio in my shell that I could become a radio Tet too?
You could.
Yay! Then I can see it now. I could
You
have
gotta
a
put the
radio
headphones jack
inside.
under, though.
Oh yeah.
That
Well,
might
let's just say as I get like speakers and a tuner and all of that stuff installed in my shell, I could actually be a walking radio while I deliver the mail.
You could. I don't know if you want to invest a lot of time into making that happen, but you could do that.
Well, a turtle shell could be anything, really. I just might turn it into a radio.
Well, careful with that thought, because if you turn yourself into a radio, then Radio Parrot will want to collect you.
No.
Yeah, he will. Look at that nod. Look at that nod. He wants it. He wants that idea.
Well, let him find another turtle then. I don't want to do that. I like my home here.
Well, don't worry. If we did find a way to make it happen, we'll make it out of somebody else. How about that?
Oh, good idea.
What, do you have anybody in mind?
Only my worst enemies.
And who that being?
Predators.
Predators.
They fly up to the sky and they swoop down to peck out my eyeballs.
Vultures?
The vultures. I hate those things.
So you want to make a vulture into a radio?
Yeah, and plant it on my deck so I can have tunes while I deliver the mail.
That's kind of unusual to make. I don't know. I mean, if you think you can capture a vulture when you're out on your rounds next time, I'm pretty sure you can build a radio out of them.
How about an owl?
Oh, ooh, that's pretty. Well, that's not a radio, is it?
I made that in elementary school.
Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. And that looks like an owl, too. What'd you make that out of?
Clay.
That's clay?
Yeah.
Wow. It looks like you made it out of something you make in the oven. And you know, like those shrinky-dink things?
Oh yeah, I remember those. But no, that's 100% clay.
Yeah,
And paint.
I use my little fingers to make the holes.
Oh, look at that. That is so adorable. You sure did have some talent back then.
Well, he's still got a lot of talent these days.
Yeah. That's the fun thing about being in school. They teach you how to make certain things with your hands. Except I never had hands. I had feet. I couldn't make anything out of this, but I was really good at stunting clay into pancakes. Hey, somebody had to.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, let's go ahead and refer to some of our other viewers. If they have any questions, we'll open up the floor to their questions. So if you have any questions for Radio Parrot, feel free to toss them up on channel, and Wolf Dog will relay them and ask him himself, and see if we can get your questions answered as well. Especially if there's any questions that have not been answered so far.
Actually, Ranger did have a question that he did put. Aside from radios and suiting, do you have any other hobbies?
Yes, I do collect wind-up gramophones and Victrolas.
What's a gramophone?
No, gramophone.
Yeah, what's that?
A gramophone is basically a turntable that you wind up with a crank, and it's got a big horn that sound comes out of. And some of them play the wax records. Some of them will actually go as far as to play the cylinders, but those are the real early gramophones.
Oh, do you have any of those?
Yes, I do. They're pretty big to lug around, though. It's kind of hard to show you. I do have one on my Fur Affinity site if anybody wants to check it out.
We sure will. I like music, but I find it really fascinating of all the many things that you can listen to music on.
Well, they did come out with some really innovative and interesting inventions, and we all got to thank the one main person for that privilege, going all the way back. Excuse me there. Sorry about that. But anyhow, what were we talking about?
Music.
I know that, but what else were we talking about? I was heading somewhere, but I forgot where. Oh,
probably Thomas Edison.
Thank you. Yes, I was getting to... Yes, and that goes all the way back to the age of Thomas Edison, who invented the gramophone. He also invented the light bulb, and he also, he did a lot of things with cameras and old home movies. He was around to film a cat boxing match, and also the death of Topsy the elephant.
The death of Topsy the elephant. I heard about that. Wasn't like this elephant like a killer or something?
Well, she killed 2 people.
Oh.
And they had to put her down, so Thomas Edison and his bunch got together and they filmed the execution.
What year was that?
I think that was in 1903, wasn't it?
Oh, is that Thomas Edison?
That's Tom Baker.
Oh, a different Tom.
Tom Baker, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also a Doctor Who fan, too.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Thomas Edison.
No. Thomas Edison looked a lot older, and I don't think he ever looked that happy.
We do actually have another question. Slushy Wolf was asking what was your favorite, what is your most favorite 80s music?
Ooh, there you go.
I believe it's the new wave that I like the best. And also Slade did a lot of good 80s songs as well, and I really like them.
Yeah, Slade is awesome. They were like they were like in a transitional period from punk into like new wave-ish type rock. So, they kind of transitioned punk to evolve sort of into a new wave.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, and Public Image Limited, of course, whose lead singer was John Lydon, who was the lead singer of Sex Pistols, also did the same thing too. He became new wave, and when he did Public Image Limited, he basically took punk and turned it into the new wave that had kind of evolved from the punk generation, the punk era. And Slade had a hand in that as well. As a matter of fact, Slade came out with quite a few songs that Quiet Riot would later cover. So, that kind of led in the ways of heavy metal. So you got two different genres of music that came from that transitional period.
Isn't that something?
And I really like Tacos Putting on the Ritz.
That's a good song, too. I like that one.
And I'll probably be adding more 80s hits to my YouTube. And also I have Friday night video on my Fur Affinity every Friday night.
Oh yes, I remember that. Yes, he does. He does have a channel on YouTube now. He just set one up, and on his FA page, you'll notice that he posts in his journal every Friday night of a music video. And I only just recently found the connection behind why he did that too, and it just came to me all at once when we were talking about Friday Night Videos, which was a TV show before there was MTV, and so. Pretty much when MTV came along, that show kind of went obliterated because we have a whole channel devoted to music videos. But before there was MTV, there was a show that was like a mixed show, like a variety show of music videos, and it was called Friday Night Videos. And
there was also another one called Rockin' America as well.
Rockin' America, R-O-C-K in the USA.
That's Neil Young. Oh no, wait, no, that's John Cougar. R-O-C-K in the USA. Yeah, that's John Cougar. Yeah. What did Neil Young do? Oh, Rockin' in a Free World was Neil Young. That's why I got confused. But anyhow, now I derailed myself again. Thanks, Myrtle.
Hey, anytime. That's why I'm here.
Thanks. But no, Friday Night Videos. I remember watching this, and I actually saw a few music videos that only Friday Night Video showed, but I never saw them on MTV, and once I saw them, they kind of went away. So, it was a really great time, to be able to tune in every week, every Friday night. They showed like maybe an hour, I think it was, an hour worth of music videos. And
I can remember one episode where they had Alf on there as well.
That's right, they did, didn't they?
There are a lot of stuff.
Well, we tend to cling to the things that we like most about growing up and things that we enjoyed watching on television and such. So, yeah, I mean, it sticks really well with the memories,
Yeah, I got it. I